G'day friends, welcome to day 20 of MERMAY 2018. I'm having a very relaxing Sunday, so this will be a pretty slow-paced voiceover, I'm assuming. I don't know, unless something piques my interest and I get hyper excited, I'm going to ride this relaxation into the early parts of this afternoon. I'm going to have to plug my brain in at some point. I have a lot of Etsy shipping to do, which is a really great problem to have. It's one of my favorite problems to have, actually. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that was camped out at the store to purchase the washi tapes, and we sold out of like stamp sets as well. I know it was pretty random, but people buying digi stamps, I don't know, it still surprises me that some of that stuff is in the store, to be honest. I should go do a bit of a look around and see what I've still got, but I'm really thankful for that, and I will try and restock things as need be, like I always do. But I am really thankful. I know that spending money on art supplies is something that we all kind of think twice about, unless you're just balling out of rich control. But it's something that I found really hard to justify for a long time. I felt very guilty for spending money on art supplies. But nowadays it's a tax deductible, so I feel less guilty, and which is nice, and it's a part of my job. I have to kind of spend money on these things to make money, but I know where you're coming from, and I know that the cost of shipping can be so exorbitant when it goes overseas. I wish I could change that. The import taxes and customs fees for the European Union, I don't understand it at all, but I know that it's a big factor of people buying and maybe how much they buy or when they buy, or trying to space it out, or whatever. I just want to say I'm super thankful for whatever the justification is that you guys come up with, because it is really validating to me. I don't do it for validation, but it's so nice to have either way. It's so validating to know that I have products out there that are so well received by you, and that we can all share in together. I know what it's like to get online and try to order something and then see the shipping cost and say, oh no, I can't do that. I can't justify it, because, a washi tape might cost $3, but by the $13 you spend getting it to Australia, you're like, well, it's a $16 washi tape in reality, like $16 left my pocket to get this. So whilst it looks $3 and whilst it costs $3, it technically was $16. So I'm truly appreciative for everyone that supports, even when it's difficult to support. For everybody else, that's why I keep telling you, give you a get out of jail free card, to be honest. It's there's nothing in my store that you can't live a great life without. Honestly, truly, I do believe that. And it's why I keep so much of my content available to you on YouTube for free. There's over 200 videos here. Like, there's no reason why you can't get involved in the community. There's no reason why you can't share in everything we're sharing in, with just a pen and a pencil and a journal. So that's why I like to keep a lot of this stuff on YouTube. I know I get the age-old question, are you going to Patreon? Look, never say never. I would totally do a 3-month stint on Patreon if I needed some quick cash, which, who knows, might come sooner than later. But it's one of those things that my priority is to, my mission statement is to find people's creativity and to nurture that and to encourage that out of them, to give people a safe space to express that and to find the confidence in doing so. So I find that, like, and I've got a ton of other mission statements. Honestly, my mission statement is like a mission novel, but it's, if I'm really staying true to that, and it's something I always have to kind of check myself back in with, Patreon doesn't really lend itself to doing that on a scale that I think is as impactful. I think it's better for me to be, kind of sacrificing that monthly income stream and give this to as many people that maybe couldn't afford the money per month, and give that here where they don't have to pay for it. The worst you have to do is sit down through an ad. I mean, you can go to a local library and watch YouTube. You can take your book in there. Like, this really is more accessible for everybody, and I do want that to remain accessible. So I think I've addressed Patreon before, and honestly, like, one day I might end up wearing egg on my face and just joining, but to me the allure of it is monthly income, but it also comes at an extreme amount of work, and I've seen my friends do it as well, and inevitably something has to give on some end. And I don't really want to have to give up creating the products because it's a very it's like a passion project for me every time. I love creating washi tapes. Who wouldn't? How many of us are washi connoisseurs? Could you imagine what it feels like to put washi tape of your own cats in your journal? And you guys love Bianca and Oliver. Like, it's so much fun. It's actually just really, really rewarding as well to have, I don't know, just your name on a packaging. That just feels nice to see it underneath plastic, I guess. But you know, I don't want to give that up, and I don't want to give up this YouTube platform, and I couldn't do both. Like, let's be real, it takes a lot of time and effort to do, you know, quality content. To, you know, a lot of this stuff these are hours of videos in the making. You know, these illustrations look like they come together so quickly, but sometimes I've sketched it out already, sometimes I've already done it in my journal, sometimes I've had to start again, sometimes this is the third illustration that I've worked on in a day. And when you're thinking about doing that and then adding an extra level of that content onto Patreon, I think I'd burn out so quickly if I tried to do it all. So who knows, maybe if I had a team as well, that might be easier. But I'm still just one person, and trying to do the absolute most, trying to achieve everything. So who knows, if I was sponsored by a company, Hanny, we could get these products moving, and I could have some time to do something else. But it's yeah, if I'm being truly honest with my mission statement, I have to just stick with that. And I like to be able to at least offer something to everyone. So that's why every now and again I will give a free printable or a free project to work on in the Facebook group as well, because I don't want anyone to miss out. I know what it was like to be in a Facebook group, and I'm not going to say anything, but Dilutions. I was in the Dilutions group, and I wanted so badly to use all of the Dilution stuff, but it was so expensive to get it where I was from, and I didn't have very much of it. And I thought, well, you know, is it going to matter? And you were only supposed to use Dilution stuff, and I knew I was using other paints that I wasn't supposed to be using, and I felt guilty, so I wouldn't list them. And I hate that feeling. I hated feeling like I wasn't allowed to just indulge myself because I couldn't afford it. So, and I'm not trying to bash the group. It's a wonderful group. There are lots of lovely people in there that share lots of lovely things. You know, I since have my own Facebook group, so I find it too difficult to be a part of too many others. I still have joined a few that I had been joined since I started art journaling. To be honest, there was only a few. I think it was the Inky Quill group, or no. What's her name? The Ink. Oh my goodness. Little Raven Ink? The Little Inkers. That's the one. Sorry, there's so many inks just like flying around my head. I joined Courtney's group. I learned a lot there from when I was first starting out, and then I had joined Diane's group before that, and then through the Davin party, I was a part of Jane's group as well. So only a few groups, and Facebook groups are what Facebook groups are, which is a bunch of people just sharing stuff, but that's why I do like to give things in there as well, because I feel like it's a bit more of a safe space than just offering it to the whole of the internet. But, you know, it's anything I put in there, I'm willing to share, and I'm willing to let you guys experience and be a part of, whether you have, you know, money to burn or whether you have literally pennies to your name. You know, we're all creative. There's all creativity in every single one of us, and there's space for every single one of us at the table. So, you know, just sorry to get a bit of a rant about my mission statement. Obviously, I've perked up. I'm not so relaxed anymore, but it's something that I'm truly passionate about, and this is the fuel that keeps me going. And to know that you guys receive products so well, that you know, that's super encouraging to me too, because it's such a passion for me to do that. It gives me so much great joy to do that, and I feel like that's a way that I truly get to indulge myself, is by creating, especially washi tape. I love the washi tape. There's always time for a cocktail, and there's always space for washi. So those are mantras to live by, I believe. But the washi tape is something super fun to do, and you know, believe me, if I had unlimited resources and time and maybe company sponsorship, I would literally be making washi tapes every single week. I'd have like a weekly subscription kit to washi. I would just have a boutique full wall-to-wall washi tapes. But I'm going to leave you with that today as well. I hope you have a really fantastic weekend. I hope you had a really fantastic weekend. I hope you have a really fantastic week. To everyone that has washi coming their way, I will get them all shipped out by tomorrow morning. And I can't wait to see what you do with it. To everyone else, keep watching the videos, keep trying all your tutorials, keep posting in the Facebook group, and tagging me on Instagram, because I love sharing all of this with you. It is such a treat and a joy for me. So thank you for watching, and until tomorrow, bye.